Hello, my name is Maya Regan. I'm one of the dietitians working at Stoney Health Services. And this time we're going to talk about traditions, and we have Jeanette here with us, our cultural liaison, to talk about a little bit about her experiences. So tell us a little bit about the hunting camps.
Hunting camps. When I was younger, I went on hunting camps with my parents and my grandparents over to the south, mainly the Sybil Flats area. And I remember how the food was preserved at that time. Some of the food, mainly moose, they were hung up in the tree so the grizzly won't get it. Or sometimes there was a fridge dug in the ground. My grandfather dug into the ground. The food was stored in the ground and covered. There was a little pole by it with smoke on it to deter wild animals from smelling the meat, kind of.
That's fun.
But the food was refrigerated in the ground.
And how long would the food last?
Quite. We stayed over there sometimes 2 weeks, but by that time some of that meat, it was taken out every day and smoked and ate.
And how do they smoke the meat?
They made, that time over there was no plyboard, but they used canvases that was, it's different from the canvas of today, but they made their own smoke tents over there, and all the females were involved as young girls preparing the meat for the smoke tents. And sometimes the ribs were smoked and boiled. Everything was utilized of the moose, including the moose nose. Moose nose was burnt outside on the fire, cut into little pieces and boiled. I'm getting hungry. And it was, the moose and the elk are mainly for soups, dry meat. Now when there's going to be a feast, those are the two animals that are used. The younger one, the deer, the smaller, they're basically for frying. The only time we eat the deer is in the fall, when the ribs are fat. We never really used the deer for smoking. Maybe for dry meat. Maybe some do, because it's a small animal and the meat isn't great for hanging.
Okay.
And then came Indian popcorn. Tastes good with the meat, especially fried moose meat, bannock. And the way we made soup, that when my grandma made soup, the moose meat was boiled, and oatmeal was made with oatmeal and onions, and that was the soup of the day.
Yummy.